These Temu dirt bikes are one of the best investments we've ever made. For about 200 bucks, you can have so much fun.
Our only complaint is that these don't make enough power. So we're gonna try upgrades at several different price points and see which one is the most worth it.
We'll be trying Galaxy Gas Nitrous Oxide.
Dude, how rad is this? Is this off of Temu?
A carburetor upgrade. 110 octane race gas. And possibly a motor swap.
This thing is still bigger than the entire bike.
First, we're gonna get a baseline run. We're doing this scientifically. We got the Draggy, which uses satellites to get an exact top speed, and then we'll know what our upgrades can actually add.
Stock, what do you think we're at?
I think it's got to go 17.
You're dead wrong. Dead wrong, Brian. I'm guessing 22.
I think 22 is a pretty good guess. I'm gonna say 23.
Yeah, of course you're gonna price this right, me. That's what I would do.
It's Yamaha versus Honda, Brian versus Gavin. They should be the same, but who knows? The neighbors aren't gonna be happy, I'm sorry. It's for science though. That was a photo finish, a straight up tie.
And we just stayed together the whole way out. I don't know.
I was shedding weight halfway down the course. I started losing some bolts, and that's what will let me come in for the win.
No way.
Yeah, I went to grab my brake, and I was like, oh no!
What do you need brakes for anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's pull out the Draggy and we'll see what we're working with on top speed.
23 seconds at 25 miles an hour.
That's
Not bad for a $200 pit bike that's been snapped in half once. Oh my god, dude.
That might be too fast. I don't know.
And that's like with a whole ass man on it. If you've got like a kid that you wanted to get him into dirt biking for 200 bucks, I don't know you're beating that.
Our first upgrade is called the petcock mod. The little petcock that turns the fuel on and off is supposedly very restrictive. So if you just yank that out, put some steel stick in there, and then drill out the hole bigger, in theory it flows more fuel, which should make it faster. We're about to find out.
The real question is, how much do we think the next upgrade's gonna add?
-1.
I'm gonna go 2 miles an hour extra.
That's honestly exactly what I was thinking too.
All right, you boys racing for pinks?
They're all in my name.
Red for red.
Yeah, so this one has the petcock mod. Brian has the bone stock that he thinks will be faster, so putting his money where his mouth is.
We'll see what's up.
The petcock mod was free, but it did take a little bit of time. It wasn't nothing. I don't know, 30 minutes or something. What do you say?
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes. If you have the steel stick, it's free. If not, you got to pay for that. But I do think it'll help. The problem is, I think we'll be flooding the motor until we adjust our carb. That's my concern.
If this is slower, I'm gonna be really bummed. Let's go find out.
The sound when multiple of these pit bikes are running at the same time is magical.
1, 2, 3, go!
I don't know if that was just operator error, but Dylan was ahead by a lot.
Yeah,
Dude,
Brian.
that was way faster. I mean, I crushed you.
Yeah,
That
you were
was
like
insane.
not even close.
Not even close. All right, let's see the Draggy.
Dude, that was absolutely insane. I genuinely couldn't tell if it was just operator error or not, but you were ahead by like 3 or 4 lengths. Like, that was nuts.
I almost beat you last time.
Doesn't matter if it's by a quarter inch or by a quarter mile.
Oh, no.
You guys drove too far.
It's just pouring out of the bottom of something.
Huh.
Oh man, that's crazy, dude. It's just coming out of whatever that clear tube is.
That's like the overflow tube.
Yeah, it's just the overflow tube. So we're clearly running a bit rich. That's the cost of speed, baby.
It's expensive to be fast, isn't it?
The bike's gonna go through more in fuel than it costs for the bike. We need to put some sort of on-off valve.
Oh my gosh.
It's so much faster.
We're so much faster.
You weren't even in the same race,
It wasn't
dude.
even, it was worse.
We do have a verified time on the 8th mile, 21 seconds at 26.5 miles an hour.
All right.
That's about 2 miles an hour faster, isn't it?
It is about that.
I will say, more importantly, you were going faster sooner. The acceleration was way different. Now, you are currently leaking fuel, like real bad. But as long as you keep the motor running, I don't think you'll have this problem.
Huh, yeah, I don't know what to do about that.
I know what you need to do about that. Let Gavin try.
Our next upgrade is 110 octane race gas. This is $15 a gallon at the local race shop. And then we'll mix in the 2-stroke oil at about a 40-to-1 ratio. So we need 3 ounces of oil.
We brought an engineer so we can do enough math to figure out what the ratio of oil to gas is going to be. That ought to work.
The real question, do we think 110 in the stock bike is going to beat regular gas in the Petcock upgraded bike?
It's going to be very close. I do think it will run better. It might be a tie, honestly.
Yeah, we're splitting hairs at this point. Like, none of this is a lot. Brian, once again, seems doubtful, but he was also wrong last time.
That's true. I don't think just having gas spill over the top makes it any faster, but it was faster.
Look, man, you need fuel, you need air, and you need compression. And we guaranteed at least have more fuel.
Right.
And we did an upgraded air filter, so we might be getting more air as well.
Especially because it's not connected.
Gavin actually really loves his bike, so we're hoping not to blow his up in this process.
That leaves us some to spare, because we're probably going to play more with this 110.
I think it'll be a tie, honestly. I think it's going to be, or actually this one could be faster.
So I think this will have a higher top end. I think you're still going to beat me in the race. Like, the acceleration with the Petcock mod is crazy. Like, you are instantly into your power band. I don't think that's going to happen with the 110, but I do think I'll be like a little bit faster at top end.
All of these were the same when
Yep.
they first started. They were all.
Yeah. They were at least built in the same little factory by the same little hands.
Yeah. Yeah. The hammer and
Yeah. Santa's workshop. Yeah.
All right, let's get this going. I mean, it wasn't even close again.
Not even close. It seemed a little bit closer.
26, so we got a mile an hour out of that. When you're a YouTuber, every minute and every dollar counts. And that's why we're excited to announce today's partner, Upside.
Upside is a free app that gives you cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, and dining.
Upside just helps you capitalize on the purchases that you have to make anyways, that you're already spending your money on.
And that's real cash back that you could use to buy your own Temu pit bike.
No points, no stupid earning systems. It's just hard, cold cash that goes right to your bank account.
The Upside app is super easy to use. There's a map that shows you all the gas stations and how much you're gonna save per gallon. This one's gonna save me 55 cents a gallon. So let's go ahead and claim our offer. Just follow the steps in the app and wait for your cash back to hit your account.
People can earn up to 3 times more with Upside than other reward products. That includes credit card rewards and loyalty programs.
Upside users are earning up to $280 a year on cash back. To see how much you could earn, download the Upside app with the link in my description.
Use code TheRadFactory to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill up.
Or scan the QR code right here to claim the offer.
Our next step up is a $20 carb off of Amazon. Hopefully this thing flows a little bit better. It's also kind of got a mini Petcock mod, so should do pretty good.
If it doesn't leak as bad as the Petcock, then this will be the way to go.
Yeah, it turns out you still need a way to turn the fuel off. Who knew? Out with the old and in with the new. A little bit different. Nothing too crazy. The bowl shape's different. The intake is way bigger though, which I think will help. That actually sucked. What looked very much on Amazon to be a bolt-on solution was not. And we now have like a quarter turn throttle. It's probably currently revved, but we're gonna see what happens if I turn it on. If it even will.
I mean, it's gonna be fast, so.
That's pretty quick.
Oh, that sucks.
I can't believe it started. I'm shocked that it actually turned on.
All right, Gavin spent 2 hours swapping in this $20 carb. Is it even worth a race, or is it just not even gonna do it?
At a bare minimum, the best I could hope for is this is as good as it was. Like, it's not worth it at all.
Hey.
That's a real
250
dirt
wants
bike.
to race,
Yeah, no, I could not recommend something less than this carb upgrade. Like, it sucked, it was hard. We had to jerry rig it. The reeds may or may not be working right. It's stuck at full throttle. Like, hopefully one of these bikes blows up soon and I can just steal their carb back, because this is useless.
Let's go to the Galaxy Gas. Let me show you what we're working with.
We have the $30 off-brand ET gas from Amazon with a $30 regulator. We'll maybe be able to do different adjustments. So we'll start small and then work our way up.
It's a solid mounted design. It is 99% nitrous oxide according to the label. We have no idea what's about to happen.
The tube comes out of the regulator, runs down straight into the intake of the carb.
Hope it doesn't Fast and the Furious and blow the manifold.
Just a bunch of bolts go everywhere. Danger to manifold. Yeah. I'm curious where Dylan's gonna put this Galaxy Gas. I honestly think it's gonna help.
Oh my gosh. Whoa!
It is so fast. It's like popping too. It sounds
Oh.
so good.
Dude, it
Kill the gas.
rips. I turned.
Okay.
That blew you away.
Dude,
From the front, you could see that there was a massive difference. Like, that was insane.
It was, yeah, you were on a whole different, because on the way out there, I was way faster than you.
Yeah.
And you turned it on, but I thought it blew the motor right at the beginning.
Yeah, it did stall it right away. It wasn't happy, but I mean, that ripped.
what
And then-
was your PSI? Did you even
Oh, I didn't
bother?
even
Did you
look.
just
No.
open it all the way?
No, I barely opened it. I barely cracked it.
Now, this is what really matters.
The top speed, 25.9.
No way. No way.
Acceleration. I did feel very limited by gearing or engine. I don't know, but the acceleration was the fastest, clearly.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like a weird governor or something where like it's slowing it down. Like there's like a, or maybe it is just gearing. You can only push the motor so many revolutions per minute. Yeah, either way, way faster though. Like acceleration
Way
matters.
faster. I mean, like,
All right, we all need to try this before this motor blows up.
Right.
We have a limited amount of tries, I think.
Dude, you gotta race
We
him.
gotta race him for pinks.
This one is probably more fun.
Oh my god! Out of the hole is
Yeah.
so good. It's so much better.
What's it gonna take to get this thing more powerful?
I think it's time for the motor swap.
These little 50cc's are super fun, but we're gonna try and boost the power the best way we know how, and that's to just add more motor. So we're gonna chop this thing completely in half, put a 110 in there, and see what happens. It's as simple as taking this crappy little tiny motor and replacing it with this big motor. Honestly though, the problem is this thing is the size of our bike. The good news, this is all Chinesium, so it cuts really good. I think we have a lot more cutting to do. This thing is still bigger than the entire bike. It like doesn't even clear the fork. So we gotta keep cutting. All that's holding this thing together is the brake cable. So now we should have enough room to put this motor in.
Feels legit.
That's gonna be so good. I bet this thing is gonna be stupid fast. This here is gonna clear. It's not some of my fanciest fab work, but I think it'll do. I'll be able to make a mount that ties the bottom of our frame to the front of our frame. Hopefully it doesn't just snap in half the first time we sit on it. frame's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. And now we just got to get this thing to where it'll actually not snap in half as soon as we sit on it. So just gonna bomb a bunch of welds in for the next, like, I don't know, hour.
All right, motor's going in for the last time.
Hopefully. It looks crazy. It looks nuts.
That's pretty ridiculous.
But also, it's just kind of right.
I think it's gonna be way faster than we want it to be, honestly.
There's a good chance it's going to be faster than almost every other dirt bike we own. It's that exciting time in every China motor's life. Will it fire up? And how long will it take to fire up? There was a brief panic when we were checking for spark. When the key was in the on position, there was no spark. But if you turn it to off, then you get spark. China!
It's the opposite day, which is why this is gonna work, 'cause it absolutely shouldn't. Oh, what was that sound?
Oh!
We don't have a throttle cable yet.
As
The
long
cable.
as
We just don't have the
All right.
actual throttle. All right.
No.
It fires. It's always a gamble.
Oh, a little bit of a backfire, but
Right on the cent.
Dude, this is gonna be a ripper.
Wow, heck yeah, dude.
really, we just kind of have to put everything back together and finalize some stuff. I got to figure out the shifter too, because this is actually an issue. You know how shifters are. I don't think that's gonna work. And clearly, there's just no way it's supposed to go there, or maybe it is. I don't know. Based on the geometry of our make-believe bike, I think it's gonna be opposite. Down is going up in gears, up is going down in gears.
But it'll make sense because off is on and on is off on the key.
Yeah. How do I look, man?
It's dialed. That is excellent.
The position is crazy because it's like all arms. Oh, we have to figure out the clutch. We thought this was a semi-auto. It definitely needs a clutch.
Clutch is mostly figured out.
Okay.
This is the leftover from the Yamaha that we made for my wife.
Oh,
Cable.
that'll work, yeah.
Yeah.
The final touches. If I can figure out how these plastics went. We have a freaking bike, dude.
Dude, it looks freaking so good. Hilarious. It's all motor.
The real test. That'll work.
That's so funny.
Well, the odds were stacked against us on that one, but it absolutely works. We've taken our sweet time on a lot of these projects. This was like one of the fastest completions we've ever done.
Really? Yeah. Nobody could tell.
All right, let's go take this thing for a spin.
That's actually really good. What happened right here?
Well, no, that's the frame. We had to cut the frame, and I
So
made
you
it.
did have to extend the frame. With
Yeah.
this amount. So what do we got? We got basically like a 4-inch stretch on
No,
a 50
it's like
frame.
16 inches.
Oh, you
Yeah.
really stretched it.
Dude, the
So
motor's
they-
the size of the whole
I
bike.
don't think I should be the first one to rip it, but this is bad, dude. This is really badass.
And we'll compare them to just the KLX 110.
I love it.
I think this will get smoked by everything off the line, unfortunately. That has no bottom end. Oh, come on. Oh.
I knew we were right.
The key, it has to be an off for it to be on.
Yeah.
It's all
That's the key.
backwards. It's weird.
And then you gotta get this out of there to get your foot peg down.
Pretty sick, actually.
Oh my god, dude. This thing is so sick. So the gears are also backwards. Up and down is backwards to what you expect.
Dude, this thing is sick.
It's like actually a little fast. It's pretty
kinda bad.
sick. So gnarly, dude. It's so burly. Someone get this off my hands before we break it. If you were to guess, what do you think is going on?
You got some nitrous hooked up to this bad boy.
We got nitrous on this one.
Dude, how rad is this? Is this off of Temu?
Amazon.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Pretty
It's the
sweet.
knockoff Galaxy gas.
Okay.
ET gas.
Have you tried it yet?
Oh yeah, it rips.
Does it actually rip?
rips, yeah.
Like how much of a gain?
It's not a lot on the top end, but probably what, 4 times as fast?
Fast off the
top
bottom
end?
end?
Quickness, yeah.
How sick, guys.
Oh my god. Oh! That thing sounds crazy.
Is he nosed up? Or
Oh,
is
for
that,
sure. Yeah.
What is going on with this?
All the noises?
Yeah,
It's
everything
scary.
feels like it's falling apart.
I built that in a couple hours, Brian.
The real 110 versus our 110 swapped 50. One has way less weight.
That, because of the size of the wheels, you're instantly gone. I'm just relying on missing shifts, and that's how the green bike will catch up. Yeah. Depending on what we actually end up top speed-wise, this might actually win. It's pretty quick.
Yeah. All right. What do you predict?
It's not gonna be this one.
That one accelerates fast though.
It's pretty fast, but I feel like it hits that top speed and it dies, doesn't it? Not dies, but like it really levels off.
We have the KLX 110 versus the homemade 110 swap versus the NOS. This is actually going to be an insane race. Wow! That was incredible. He was the swap blew it away. He was down for the whole time. The KLX had it in the bag, then the swap just comes flying through.
Dude, that was insane.
I think if I would have cheated better at the beginning, I would have had him.
Oh my.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh, dude, second gear when you hit the power band in this is so scary. Like, really gnarly. And then the freaking plastic snaps off, and I'm just like, that's the chain. I'm about to lose my whole leg. I'm done.
You had it the entire time.
I know, and then he pulled on me. I was trying to rev it up in third, got caught in third, and then he was already past me.
That was crazy.
There is so much left in the tank in this, for sure. Because I definitely missed this shift like I expected.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
It's hilarious. The second he starts it up, just revs up to the freaking tip.
I couldn't even I was like, okay, let's go.
Oh, Dylan, you have to drive this. It's so
All right.
intimidating.
I passed the finish line and let off the throttle and it's still just like full. Yeah, so then I'm turning off the gas. Yeah.
Yeah, $30.
How soon before we nitrous the 70, dude?
Hey, let it rip. Let's run it, boys.
Let's go.
Oh my god. No! Brian!
This thing is insane. It is such a ripper.
Insane, dude.
Yeah, I told you that had a lot left in it. If you don't miss the gear.
Yeah. I mean,
You boogied, like I didn't even stand a chance.
nothing stood a chance. How was your run?
Yeah, where were you
I
at?
got too carried away and then it ripped and then it died.
Can't even upshift because my feet smash into the ground while I'm driving.
Dude, I don't even want to drive it, bro. That thing looks so sketchy. My fat ass barely fits on a normal 110, let alone a 50.
It's actually way cooler than I ever thought it would be. We just did it kind of as a joke, and now I wish we would have put a little more time into it.
For doing it in 2 afternoons, it's amazing, but there's a lot wrong with it. I think you on the red bike, me on the blue bike, one final drag race for all the marbles. catch them.
Nobody can. If you guys can put a 110 in your Temu 50, that is definitely the way to go. That thing is a ripper. By far the best mod you can do.
Honestly, blows my mind. I can't believe it works. Hopefully it lives a long life. I don't think it's going to. It's here for a good time, not a long time. Till next week, stay rad.